Okay, so I want to show you this. This is an article that was put out on the Evening Echo yesterday, and here's the date. So this is to talk about the expansion of Cork City's boundaries. And really, this is just a blur. This is a blurring of issues. This is kind of like make you look over here while something else is going on over there. You know, so it's like it kind of distracts your attention, you know. So it says here, it's a historic day for the region. Population up by 85,000. 10,000 extra streetlights. 500 meetings with staff. Blah-de, blah-de, blah. So what? Whatever. That's crazy. All right. Population. Why is population up by 85,000? What does that mean? What, the shifting of borders of Cork City to include its suburbs is it's smoke and mirrors, you know? Like in 2018, we had 12,000 Brazilians come into Ireland, and we have 7,000 Indians, okay? Any other time in history, that would be an invasion. That's an invasion force, all right? Now, the reason they got in, and our government is doing nothing about it, is because of this. I'll show you, look. Continued on the next page is the article, all right? City Hall, huge benefits from expansion, okay? So it says boundary change impact, population growth from 125,000 to 210,000. All right, and then it says Ballincollig, Blarney, Douglas and Glanmire becoming part of the city. 70 to 80 community voluntary and environmental groups, 473 kilometres of roads, 10,000 plus streetlights, 89 bridges, 44 zebra crossings, 990 council houses, 9 cemeteries, blah, 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 blah. So why are they celebrating this? Why are they making these kind of statistics available? Why are they saying now we've moved the edges of the city to include Ballincollig, Blarney, Douglas and Glanmire? Why are they seeing that as a good thing? You know? Why are they phrasing this as, welcome to New Cork? You get it? New York. Welcome to New Cork. Why is a huge big city the desirable thing? Why is that the desirable thing? Why is it that a massive, big, anonymous-like city like Dublin, which has gotten so big that you know, with mass immigration, people don't even know who's who up there anymore, walking down the streets. Why is that desired? Why is it desirable by a government to have many different ethnicities and many different languages and different belief systems, religious belief systems? Why is that desirable? Like, diversity, that's diversity. But it's not diversity that creates a society free of conflict. Unity and homogeneity is what creates a society free of conflict, not diversity. So why do they desire this, you know? This is basically farming, folks. You're being farmed, okay? See over here. In this part here, it says, for the first time ever at a national level, the importance of Cork has been recognised by the Ireland 2040 project. Right. Basically, the Varadkar said, Ireland 2040, there'll be an extra million people in the country by 2040. An extra, he didn't say where they'd come from. Didn't say whether there'd be a population explosion by the native people, the indigenous Irish. He didn't say that. He also said that the main cities will be growing upwards. They will be expanding upwards, as in skyscrapers and all the rest. So he thinks basically the idea of progress is to copy other cities around the world, like New York and all of that, make huge big cities. Why is this? Why? Why is concrete and tarmac progress? Why is not tight-knit, why is tight-knit little communities where everybody knows each other, people feel safe and secure, why is that not progress? Anybody tell me that? I don't understand. Well, I do understand, because I'm going to tell you now. Sorry. Always being facetious. So, you're being farmed, basically. And the flooding of Ireland with all of these different ethnicities and all of these different peoples who speak different languages from all around the world, in effect, that is so that when you have that, all of those different people in the same one geographical location, nobody can determine or say they have the right to a national identity. So basically, native Irish like myself, Indigenous Irish, no longer will have the sole right of inheritance as our population numbers drop and as everybody else, all the other different ethnicities and peoples from all around the world who live here, their numbers increase. Basically then the globalists, the multi-billionaire globalists who are driving all of this and who are behind this, they get to have a slave labor workforce. And then you also have religious ideologues like the Zionist Jews who want to see Israel as an ethno-state and Jews return to their homeland while everybody else has their own conflicts and issues to deal with in Europe and North America, in the so-called developed world. All right, so, and also they get to tax all of those people in first world developed countries, the cities like this one that's being proposed and expanded upon, Cork City. So you're being farmed, you understand? At the expense of native Irish people, their culture, their history, their traditions, their right to their inheritance of this land is being negated for the interests of those outside the country. Your government is treasonous, and if you don't do something about it soon, you'll be a non-existing entity. The native Irish.